Hello, Roger here with your Kinetic Wind Sculpture Stratosphere. Would like to thank you very much for the commission. I really enjoyed the challenge of making it, and I couldn't be happy with how it turned out. It's very, very reactive to the wind. I've already wind tested it outside, and it moves with the slightest bit of wind. I'm very, very happy with it. However, there is one thing that I need to point out to you when you receive it. It moves so freely that the balance is very, very easy to shift a little bit. And I've noticed that when the few times that I've handled it, I have thrown it out of balance slightly. The good news is it is very easy to get back into balance. And I would like to show you how that works so you can deal with it when you handle it. And speaking of handling, you should pick it up and move it just by these outer 2 points out here where the cradle and the bearing cartridge down there. And if you're going to lift it and move it around, lift it this way, grabbing all the way out there. Don't grab any of the other parts because then you'll really throw it out of balance that way. But anyway, so once you have it set in place, how you check it is to turn the cradle like this, and have this the large center tube of the piece that goes all the way down through the piece. Turn it exactly straight up and down and let go. Now you see how the sculpture falls when you let go? If it was perfectly in balance, that tube will stay straight up and down and not move. Same way when you turn it 180 degrees around, the same thing. If you let it go, it should stay straight up and down. Now I intentionally put it out of balance so I could demonstrate this for you. So you let go and you see which way it falls. It's falling towards me right now. And what that means is that the center tube is slightly off center and moved off center towards me. So the way to put it back into balance is, so since this is the side you've identified as the heavy side, turn the entire thing 180 degrees so that the heavy side is out there now. Put the sculpture here against your chest, grab the top and the bottom of the tube and pull it towards you just slightly. You don't have to pull you shouldn't have to pull very much at all. You're not going to be bending the metal, just going to be stressing it a little bit. Move it towards you like that. Then put the tube straight up and down and let go of it. I think I moved it a little bit too much, so let me do the same thing in reverse, just only slightly less pressure. So it doesn't take much at all. That's pretty good. It's not perfect, but actually that's pretty good. I'd be actually happy with that. I'm going to try it again, just a little bit opposite what I had. There, I like that. So now when you let go of the piece, sitting straight up and down, it falls slightly, but actually you'll see if you push it just a little bit this way, it'll continue falling that way too. So I would call that very close to perfect balance. It's falling a little bit that way. I'm going to pull it back towards me just slightly. Like I said, it doesn't take much. Yeah, right there. That looks good. I'm happy with that. So I just wanted to point that out to you. So if it does get thrown out of balance, you can easily put it back into balance. And if you have any other problems or any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you again for the commission, and I hope you enjoy the piece.